Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another gameplay. As you can see, we're gonna be checking out a brand new game. Before we get started, I'm pretty sure this video will be uploaded after the holidays. So, happy New Year! I hope you got to spend a lovely time with your family and loved ones, and hopefully it was a joyful and restful one. Um, we're gonna be checking out a brand new game because even though I had planned to check out a different game as I was on the Steam page, I stumbled upon this game and the graphics perked my interest because I was recently, I think over the last like 3 months or so, I was obsessed with the news tower. If you haven't played that game, I recommend you to do so. It was pretty fun. I will put the link in the description box for you to check it out yourself. The internet was obsessed with it as well, so I'm pretty sure you may have seen it as well. Um, but had assumed because the graphic looks similar, and the concept pretty similar, that it was by the same studio, but it wasn't. To my surprise, it was actually by the same studio who I think published this is the Police years back, which I also really loved. And so I was like, okay, I have to get this game. I know nothing about this game. So I just purchased it right before I jumped on to record this whole gameplay. So this is a first. So you're going to see this with me for the first time. So again, I know nothing about this. I just quickly looked through its page on the Steam store and just looked through the comments. It looks has really positive comments. It's still in early access mode. And I know there's just been a recent update, looks like, and so again, very positive comments. Still in production again, so there are still things being worked on. I will eventually um try to get on the under Discord page to see what else is happening there. But we're just gonna jump right in and explore this game together. Again, this is the first for me, so I don't know what I'm gonna be walking into, but excited to check it out. So it should be good. So let's jump right in. It says Hollywood Animal covers a large part of the 20th century and portrays many features of the film industry and society as a whole. Among them, manifestation of discrimination, intolerance, and various forms of violence. We believe that to ignore and suppress these matters, no matter how terrible and unfair they may seem, would be to pretend that they never existed. Okay, so we'll continue. Um, I did, I did make fix the I know there's a lot of music. I think it's jazz music, which I'm stoked about. So we'll jump in. Definitely with introduction because I have no clue what the game is about. New Year 1929, the hedonism of the 20s gives way to the Great Depression. Advent of talkie heralds the golden age of Hollywood, and life gives way to cinema. Film companies fiercely compete for market and influence. The strong devour the weak. purchase a bankrupt studio to build a new business on its name and logo. Oh Lord, I am horrible at naming things. I think in News Tower I name my news publishing as L'Encre Noire, which is black ink in French. Because I just couldn't think of anything. So elephant. Hmm. Owl. I feel like lion. I feel like lion is a bit. Oh, peacock. Peacock. It's Hollywood. But I did like the owl though. No, I didn't name. You can name if just so you know. Every time I have to name anything in any game, I name everything in French. So I always go. Go with that. That was the first thing that came to my head. Go with that. Name your executives. Movies are not only made by actors and directors. The film studio also employs people who quietly keep the machine running behind. What are their names? We've got legal executives, Fred Lawson, age 33, PR relation. We've got Anne Rose, financial executive. We've got Johnny Payne. Are you asking me to change their names? Excuse me? Have you seen my skills? Do I have to change your name? Can I just like can I just can I just keep their names as is? We just like add. Oh no. Um it would be funny if I just add like how about we call him Freddie Lawson? We keep it and then Anne Rose. We'll just slightly change them. John and I can't be bothered to do that. First film. Along with the studio grounds, you also received the footage from an unfinished movie. Filming was completed, but it was never edited. You will need to complete the picture. What is this movie? You also received the footage from an unfinished. Filming was completed, but it was never edited. I have to finish the movie. So, Limping Luke. It is 50 action, 50 adventure. It's a Wild West. Um, then Blind Love, 70 romance, dirty comedy, modern American town. I feel like in the 20s, I feel like we should go with like romance, the Great Depression, right? I feel like this is not it. Like a little bit of joy. I feel like bring some people happening. Protagonist, clumsy, both. A doofus who always gets into ridiculous situation but blunders with a little good hardness and perseverance and a lot of luck. Character. In a small town, there lived a boy named Johnny Redman. There are a lot of Johnnies in this game so far. He was kind hearted and a talented dancer, but he was also very shy. Whenever anyone watched him dance, Johnny became nervous and forgot all his moves. Oh, this is the plot of the movie, apparently. From an early age, Johnny always dreamt of winning the Crystal Slipper, the city main dance competition. Joe Duval. Okay. I'm sure the game might refer to a lot of movies. I personally probably won't get the references, a lot of the references. I'm not much a movie person, especially American movie. I don't really watch a lot of American movies, so a lot of the references they may have in this game might just like, you know, pass over me. So I apologize in advance to all the folks who may be watching this and may be excited to see to get a reference, and I absolutely don't get it. If the text or any details on the screen are too small, click the mouse wheel then. So that's the so do you see how we over here some more stuff come up, like there's like a 8.4 star rating. I don't know what the other things are. There's like a 42 and 85. I'm sure we'll find out what those means because it didn't pop up here. So supporting characters is Arthur Gray. He's the rival. So that like Inspector Lestrade from Sherlock Holmes that I get. I own most of the Sherlock Holmes books. Not a villain, but someone competing with the protagonist, be it to catch the same criminal, find the same treasure, or win the same girl. For the past 6 years running, the slipper had always gone to an arrogant slug named Duncan. Johnny applied for the competition and danced in front of the selection committee, but one look from Duncan was enough to tinkle our heroes like and send him spinning to the floor. What are you doing, you idiot? The champion laughed. Not even a blind person could watch you dance. But Johnny never gave up. And the very next day, he came across the pamphlet for Chime, the dance club for the blind. Finally, the chance he needed to overcome fears and get used to dancing in front of people. Then he could wipe the floor with Duncan. So, supporting characters. The rival. So, his rating looks like to be 7.7. Again, maybe the thumbs down he's disliked by people. I don't know what the 52 means. So, I'm guessing the protagonist's mom is Della Kester. So she's a strict parent, authoritarian father or mother who doesn't stop to consider their children's feelings. Jenny was determined to go to Chime that very evening, but his mother found the pamphlet in his bag. Don't you dare think about dancing. Father loved dancing too. Sent himself all the way to prison. How did he do that? He scolded her son and locked him in his room. But Jenny was flexible and limber. He squeezed through a tiny window and went out for an evening of dancing. Okay. Okay, so that's the love interest, but I didn't look at the rating. So 7.7, she's so, I guess, because it's sort of in the mid. I don't know what the 67 is, but it looks green, so positive, I'm guessing, in that sense. So Bessie Patterson is the love interest, the object of the hero's affection. At Chime, Johnny meets beautiful Lily, and a million butterflies flutter in his stomach. Lily wasn't blind either, and like Johnny was hoping to overcome self-doubt. And Lily and Johnny danced and laughed all evening, and when they parted, they agreed to meet again. So I think we already got some like conflicts, well, potential conflicts. We got the rival conflict there, and we got the conflict with the parent. Every evening, Johnny escapes his room and meets Lily at the club. Their movement grows bolder and more exact. One day, Johnny wants to kiss Lily, but he can't. The boy's legs buckle with excitement, and he falls to the floor with a crash. That evening, Johnny shares his dream of winning the crystal slipper. Lily admits that she has the same dream, and since they're competitors, they can no longer be together. Can they be partners and win together? Confused. Themes and events. Someone is hoping winning the beloved. Someone is hoping an impressive feat will conquer their love's heart. The whole next day, Johnny is tormented. His dancing was more important than true love. He finds Lily's address and performs a glamorous dance right under the window. All the neighbors gather to gawk, but Johnny doesn't even care. He dances as passionately as ever. Amazed, Lily runs out into the street and Johnny kisses her and she kisses him back. Johnny, I don't care about the competition. I want to be yours forever. Johnny and Lily decide they will perform at the Crystal Sleeper as a couple. I mean, that always an option? Couldn't they just enter as a couple to begin with? How do you The jury protests. This is a singles competition, but when Johnny sees Duncan among the competitors, he takes Lily by the hand and rushes onto the dance floor. At the end of a magical performance, Johnny kneels down and says 2 words to Lily: "Marry me." The women choke and sob. The men give a standing ovation. The stunned jury goes against all the rules and award Johnny and Lily the grand prize. Duncan is furious. Finale. Sweethearts stay together. The couple overcome disagreement on adversity and lives happily ever after. Johnny and Lily realize they love each other more than anything, and the long summer evenings they sit at the window holding hands and talking about their feelings. A year after the wedding, Lily gives birth to a wonderful baby. Perhaps one day, he too will become the champion of the Crystal Slipper. Rating 6.0. This shows the movie's commercial appeal. The higher it is, the more easily a film will succeed with the general audience. Okay. The critics or artistic appeal. The higher it is, the more recognition it can expect from sophisticated audience. Okay. Oh, this is loyalty. So favorite genres is romance. So his name is Herbert Ford, 24 years old. So that's his rating. And then happiness. A film's commercial and artistic appeal may change after each of development. The film Blind Love received this rating after work on the script was completed. The screenwriter, Herbert Ford, he's the screenwriter, loves writing romances, and thanks to his experience and talent, the love story turned out touching and memorable. The story's element came together to form a coherent whole. So that's loyalty. So these means loyalty. This is happiness. He's dead. Excuse me? He was our main character, wasn't he? Yeah, that was Joe. Died. He was an A-lister and he was like respected throughout Hollywood, who has already proven the range of his talent. He was our best actor and he died. This guy is not loyal at all. He's almost not loyal, but she's pretty happy. Look, after pre-production, the film's rating rose even higher. Casting him as actor is a sure way to boost commercial and artistic appeal, but other factors also influence the rating, including quality and modern equipment. Whoa. Whoa. The dude died. Scary. Scheduled filming date, actual filming date. So 60 to 82 days after the production phase, the film's commercial appeal declined. The lead actor became seriously ill. He couldn't dance with all his energy. What? However, the film artistic appeal grew. Joe tried to make up for the film's lack of spectacle with subtle acting. Production problem affected the lengthened schedule. Unfortunately, the actor passed away after finishing work on the film. Yo. Director is pretty loyal. This guy really isn't. The producer is fine. That's wild. He got pretty sick. Well, 20s. This is how much money the studio has spent on the picture. This is in the final budget. As work on the film is, that's a lot of money. This is how the creators of Blind Love imagine their potential audience. When you start shooting your own movie pictures, you identify your own audiences. Okay. That was a turn of events. I did not think our first movie will have a lead actor die. Time to send the footage to post-production to complete the film. Click on the movie card. That's a lot of money. Assign employees to handle editing and scoring. At present, the studio's personnel are not the most qualified, but over time, their skills will grow. An editor. Emma is the most skilled, but like he's too unhappy and he's like alcoholic. Excuse me, we don't need that. And we need a composer. We're Lewis Murphy. We're gonna and he's like disloyal and then super unhappy. I don't know what you're on about, dude. We also need to decide who will develop the film and record the music and sound effects outside. Contractors are always ready to help with these. Okay, so we need a film development. I feel like the money is gonna get higher while post-production. Quality is low, obviously, but I feel like we're just gonna have to go for that. 1 out of 7. For the highest rating, this is 7. Music recording. Let's just go for medium. We're just gonna rack up money at this point. Let's just spend the money. That's a lot of money we just spent on post-production. But who cares? We're gonna be broke anyway. We're already broke. You've planned out post-production, but until you assign a department head, you won't be able to get things moving. You hire new employees for support and executive to head the HR department. Women. Okay. HR is extremely important. So they either are gonna be for 4 to 5 years. What is this? I'm concerned about this though. Like pretty disloyal. This is hmm, this might be good. This might be a good deal. It is only he is like pretty loyal and is pretty happy currently. I think I'm fine with him. Yeah. Hire a post-production head. My goodness, how much money are we spending here? Okay. I'm worried about the amount of money we're gonna be bleeding through. So these are upgrade bonuses. This department head can use money to speed up upgrades up to a maximum of 10%. I don't want you to be using my money to upgrade. I don't want you to. Okay, I think prefer this. I don't want them to use my money to upgrade anything. So after I think after 3 years I'll have to hire someone new. Or I can get this guy. They are pretty unhappy already. I don't know why. I don't want them to spend money though. I don't know how much money we have. And I don't know how much money we're gonna make on this. I'm gonna go with that person. 3-year contract. Post-production has begun. You can see how far along the project is and how quickly it's progressing. Okay. Okay, that's our count. Cool. And then what is this one? We need to hire a distribution head. Okay, let's do that. Oh man, these people are like, why are they so... Why do they have so many issues? I don't want anyone who's gonna use my money to do anything, honestly. I'll take you, dude. I don't know what this means. I'm sure we'll find out eventually. Is it electricity or water? I don't even know what that is. I don't know what it means. Yeah, electricity and water. And then hire a maintenance head. Is it this? Maintenance, yeah. Oh, these people suck. I feel like this is the best guy. He's gonna take my money, but he might be the... I could either go for this dude or that dude. He's pretty happy, but he's just level 1. He's gonna use my money though, but you know what? I'll take him. Think. Okay. Build a script department. It's time to start working on a new movie. First, build a department for developing script. There's a... I mean, I don't know anything about the movie industry, so this is like a lot. There's a lot happening, apparently. Script department. Screenwriters turn ideas into screenplays, electricity. Do we know how much electricity we currently have in water we have? Um, and does it matter? Or like, is there like a distance that's good for this? Or no? I wish there was like more information on like how these work. So I think what's here again? I forgot what's here. Oh, the sound, folks. And then this is the I forgot what's there. Like it can slightly overlap. I think I'm gonna put it here. And like condition 50%, 160 for 45 days, locksack constructions. Oh, that's the cost of constructions. 45 days. Or how much money do we think we're gonna recoup from this movie, our first movie? I'd rather we get a good condition versus like a trashy one, even though I think we go for the mid. This is too much. This is way too much. I think we go for this. We're just bleeding money at this point. Oh, jeez. You can speed up or slow down the passage of time. We're gonna speed it up. There's a lot of time that needs to pass here. Okay. What is this? Bobby Martin, the star of Shining Blade and $1 Million Man, appeared on the Western Wave radio show for an interview. Some of the actor's statements are being called scandalous. Listen, I don't make up the ratings. You've seen it for yourselves. In every poll, Joe Duval in first place, I'm in second place. And it's been like that for years, and now Duval is dead. I'm the one on top. What should I be upset about? I'm not saying I'm happy he died, but I wasn't sad either. I'm number one now. Why should I be sad about that? The douche. It's Bobby or the other guy in the movie. That's not good for PR if it's the other guy in that movie. So we've got some things happening here. So in January 21st, Bobby Martin, that's what happened. Yeah. So that's what happened that day. And then 28th, Evergreen Movies has released First Among the Last. So I'm guessing that's another radio. I'm sorry, another studio. Potentially a rival studio. Because isn't what's his name? I want to know. I don't remember our actor's name. Remember actor. Okay, last month you spent 88,000 on employee salary. Yikes. We're bleeding money. We're bleeding money. Okay, so post-production is almost done. Okay, another studio has released the walnut tree. Post-production has been completed. Okay. So we spent 36. This is how much we've spent so far. It went down. This also went down. Oh my gosh. Oh, even though we tried to hire folks, we hired people who had like better, they had better blind love to select a poster. That's 20. I don't like this at all. I like this one. The release calendar displays all the film being shown across America for the foreseeable future. So the walnut tree is what we saw before. Those are all other film the studios are being released. Okay, and this is our movie. The studio's previous owner already chose a release date for the movie. You'll choose the release date for the next film yourself. So this is when they had, you don't just own a studio, but a whole network of 91 cinemas. That's crazy. You can run your own films. You can run your films in your own cinemas for free, but that's not going to be enough to reach a wide audience. You have to run other theaters if you want solid box office receipt. So, oh man, the amount of pop-ups. um, the studio's previous owners already arranged this and paid the film's rental cost. And the first weeks, the film is scheduled to be shown 7,185 times. Some 3,185 of these screenings will take place in your own cinemas, leaving 4,000 screenings across other cinemas. Next time, you'll have to plan for this and pay the rental cost yourself. Cool. The screening and rentals are scheduled out 4 weeks from release. Once they expire, you can extend your rentals if you think the film can still make a profit. Okay. They'll start printing the film tomorrow and will be finished and ready for distribution. In 5 weeks, distribution will goes out all at once when they finish printing. 6 weeks, we can pay for express printing, blah, blah, blah. This is all going over my head. Like, there's too much information going all at once. Printing speed and costs vary by contractors. The studio's previous owner already paid to have this film printed. Okay. Typically, a film begins promotion a few weeks before the premiere, so the advertising has time to gain momentum. The studio's previous owners already arranged the advertising campaign, but in the future, you'll decide everything yourself. Got it. Your film is being printed by advertising agency. It's time to tell them the audience they should target. They already paid you for the promotion of 3 films. After that, you have to arrange your advertising for yourself. Got it. Select the demographic for the advertising agency will focus on while promoting the film. Think boys and male. Will focus. I think for sure they should target that. Um, Audiences will soon be watching your film. Good luck. Okay, the thing is, we have a lot of competition. There's like a lot of overlap. There's overlap between, well, this is sort of toward the end, but it's technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess it's similar to a lot of movies. So it runs from February 18 to May. This is oh my goodness. The amount of things that are happening in this game is crazy. Okay. Jack Robertson, head of production. You ask me, Blind Love is a surefire hit. A farewell film by a young star. The story has a soul, but it will all go to waste unless it's released at the right moment. The studio's former owner were mindful of these things. They scheduled production carefully and chose a good window for releasing the film, right when the public would be hungry and there was practically no competition. I agree. Now we have too many. But when the old studio closed its door, those parasites from Margin Pictures decided Blind Love would never see the light of the day. I don't know who was pulling the strings, but they convinced all the theater's owners to give them more slots. The film the Margins are releasing instead doesn't have a title yet. But you know what kind of slop they serve the audience? Probably something like Yesterday's Fart or Wet Armpit. The truth is on our side. We have all the documents. But a court battle will be long and pointless. We'll miss the moment, and no competition will cover that. Instead, I suggest we use all connection, all influence, and remind the theater owners that our arguments have to be honored. No. Do we have 50 points? Influence points? Is my question. We could try this. But we also knew. I mean, it doesn't matter. We can just try this and see what happens. But would a new studio actually do this though? And right now, this is what our head of distribution is saying. I'll just go with it. I mean, it's Hollywood. Okay. I got divorced. Oh gosh. I got divorced a couple years ago, and I figured out I was out of chances until I met Gilda. We spend all our time together. We can't get enough of each other. It's always like that at the beginning, but we've been together a year now. We're like a drug to each other. I feel guilty even mentioning it, but when Gilda visits me at work, I absolutely cannot concentrate. She enraptures me. Yesterday, I nearly made a mistake in the paperwork that could have cost me the studio a lot of money. Please do me a favor. Help me fight this addiction. Let's introduce some kind of access control. The Gilda can't just walk into my office. Yes, my heart will be broken like any drug, but I'll hate to hurt your business and win my career. How about you just have some self-control? Huh? Huh? Have some self-control, please. Seriously. So all the other movies are being released. Like, we're waiting for 37 days. This will be done before the distribution stuff is done. Um, okay, so one of the movies made Evergreen Movies made 247,000 over that at the box office. I'm worried about a movie. We spent a lot of money. Oh goodness gracious. Head of maintenance is very happy. Construction of the script department is going according to plan so far, but there's a small snag. According to the architect's vision, a large red leaf maple should be the central decorative element. The contractors found a suitable tree in a reserve on the border between Ontario and Minnesota, which is where I live currently. Shout out to Minnesota. And already agreed on a price and transportation, but the inspector who issues the permit is playing coy. He says he can't say how long the paperwork will take, maybe a week, maybe a month or two. You know as well as I do, sometimes you need to grease the gears. $200 cash. And the tree will be on the road to California. I don't want all our plans disrupted because of some petty bureaucrat. What do you think? Dude. Why do we have to pay some? It's a tree. Can't we just wait for the damn tree? A week, a month, or two? You just want extra dollars. These people, the inspector. Nope, we're gonna wait. I'm not giving the inspector any money. We're gonna wait. Yeah, I know cash is king, but ain't no way. Not happening. I refuse. I know I could have spent just $200. I'm just being petty here. What a tagline? Uh, why do I have to type a tagline? Joe Divine and Blind Love. Do movies have taglines these days? I don't even know if movies actually have taglines. That, that someone was in a romantic movie. And that makes sense. Really? Rating system measures audience reviews on the day of the premiere. If you're release a quality film but people aren't, then you may have lured the wrong audience to the theaters. So we've got an A plus there. Okay, 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 okay. Good so far. And the first theater, I'm not reading all these reviews, but you know what? First one, A plus. I just want us to make our money. So head of production. This Arthur Grey dude is pissing me off. He's that actor who is like, oh, like I don't really care if he died. Oh man. We spent 193,000. I don't know, man. Oh. Week two. This is how much? Oh. Week three. We are making money, guys. Okay, so this is how much we've made in gross profit in 2 weeks so far. This is how much we've paid in rent, screenings, ads. It looks like the audience went down. We ranked number one, but the audience went down. Okay, let's look at the calendar. This is us right now. We are lead. Well, we're second. Nope, we're third. But we've only released one movie and we're already third. They've released two. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Oh man, I should have just paid us $200. But yeah, we obviously which would happen. The first week was successful because a decrease, which typically happens. Did make our money. We made our money back within the first week, which it's fine. The first 4 weeks were successful. The film is still making a lot more money at the box office and we're paying in rental fees. We'll make a lot more if we extend our original distribution plan. Click extend distribute to keep paying the movie for another 4 weeks under the same terms. This is how much profit we've made, but it is decreasing about 10% every day. So hopefully that gives us, I think that should give us enough time for this to be done. I think. See, it is decreasing if you look at the okay. Yeah. So we ranked. So for the first 5 weeks, we ranked 1. We ended in 3. We did make 2.4. I think it's time we end it. We now only seeing 23% auto. It's not worth it. So we should end distribution at this point, I think. Yeah, we ended up making 2.4 million. I think we did well, guys. 9.4 million people saw this. Expenses end up saying 7. Yeah, I think. I think we did good, guys. Okay. Freddie Lawson, legal executive. I was poring over the pile of documents we inherited and came across something rather interesting. It turns out the previous studio promised the late Joe Duval 25% on the. Excuse me? Excuse me. Excuse me. It seemed this condition was added at the last minute. It was introduced as an amendment to the main contract just a few days before Duval's death. No one even warned us about it. Apparently, Duval's family doesn't even know about it. And what difference should it make to them? Oh, that's not right, though. Over his 5-year career, the guy stared in 8 hits. His inheritance should be enough for several generations. Not that it ever would. Anyway, of course, the only people enjoying Duval's money are his drunk father and 2 aunts. The box office has been substantial. The procedure we owe him is, should we contact his relatives, tell them they can start looking for another beachfront villa? I think we should honor that. Yes, we could be a douche, and a contract is a contract. Even if it was a contract is a contract. I'm sorry. It's crazy that it was 25%. I want to know who did that. That's insanity. We made whatever 2 point something. We have to honor that. I'm not gonna be a douche. That's insane. Can you believe that? 25%. We never doing that again, guys. Never, never, ever, 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 ever doing that again. I want this to be done. Because we need to like be pumping out movies. Okay. Finally. Oh, that tree. That tree. That damn tree. We do need a really good. Oh, 20%. 20%. He's level 3. He is a shorter term than this dude. He's 57.79. I like this dude. I wonder if we can renew his contract later on. I like him. I like him. Yeah, I like him. Choose your favorite genres. This is what your writing team will specialize in. Personally, I don't care about romance. Detective, I'm in. I really love historical stuff though. But romance sell, especially back in that time period. And I feel like action also sell. And our first movie was a romance, so I think we do have to go with that. Still, but the combination is kind of crazy. I hate romance movies so much. um, Drama also sell. That romance and drama is a good combination. But I love detective. But I don't think that's such a good combination across. So if we go with women's drama, I feel like thriller would be a maybe a good combination. Yeah. These are the screenwriters remaining from the studio's former staff. What are their names? Dude, don't ask me for people's names. They, as far as I'm concerned, those are their names. To begin work on a new script, select the script department building. Um, the department worked up several ideas for the first script. Okay, ideas. Okay. Choose any idea you like, and the screenwriter will develop into a full screenplay. Um, we have a cop. Guys, these are not the ones I selected though. I didn't select action. I didn't select adventure. I feel like it should be a working man because it's the 20s. Wait, dude, since that's actually insane. So adventure, modern American working man. Okay. He is literally not, none of them are interested in any of these. Like, dude. Uh, 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 we got an issue here. None of, what is this? This Walter West. He, he's a problem. But I feel like if he's a thriller dude, he might be into adventure. I have concerns. I really have a lot of concerns. Oh my gosh. This dude. I have concerns. He's lazy. Oh Lord. I've got concerns. I don't like these things. I don't like any of them. Can they like come up with other ideas? Yeah, I don't like these. Come up with new ones. Guys, please. What is happening? No matter who is working in your script department, no one knows better than you what a film needs to be successful. With this upgrade, you can write your own stories. Okay? There's a lot happening in this game. Some improvements take a while. Department heads will, in time, learn to speed up the process, so it's wise to hold on to your experienced employees. Okay? Um, what is that? What does that come from though? Like, what is this one? My thing is, how do you do the upgrade? I guess that's not available. Interesting. We'll exit. We haven't got any new ideas. That's still being worked on. What is happening? What is this? I swear there's like 500 things happening all at once. Build a production department, build a pre-production department. And these are things I have to build headquarters, maintenance. Build a pre-production, build a production, build a pre-production department. The thing is, that's post-production, so pre-production has to be nearby for it to be, you know, for it to be somewhat, it's crazy that like I don't get sorry, the overlap thing. Like why can't it overlap? Like I need explanation as to what does that circle mean? Like what's the overlap issue there? Like the radius? There is no explanation there to explain like why that's the case. Because to me, I don't quite get it. Because if post production is there, I feel like pre production should be nearby so that things aren't just, you know, the pre production should be what is near the script, but like the radius is making it. I think the closest I can make it is here potentially. And it can fit right here. But I'm gonna put it right here. Realist is gonna be our secret. I mean secret. What that mean? I don't know what the heck that means. But we didn't have. Let's check these out. We have these things. I don't know what they are. We can upgrade. Oh, we can spend money to upgrade these. Ah, ah. That's what they meant. I'll do that. Fine. I care. That's what this meant. We do need legal production, so we need that. You don't need a loan. HR. And then I feel like happiness might be where we need to go first. And then PR department. We can go under charity. Double double repetition for profitable films. And this one. I think this can do. And this one has an upgrade too. I think we should upgrade our facility. Doesn't look like we can. I think at some point we will eventually. But at the moment we can't do anything. I similar to this. I mean, there's a lot to the game, I think. Um, and there's also a lot of things we can build. Security, producers' offices, guard your secrets, protect your employees from attacks, and plot against competitors. I think this makes sense to build. Producers' offices, recruit new producers from for your studios. Yeah, and there's a lot of cool stuff. Um, which may make sense. I don't know if it should be this way or I'll just build it. But yeah, I think we are gonna stop here. Yeah, I think the game is pretty fun. I mean, obviously there's a lot to the game. There's a lot to do, a lot to learn. There was a lot of information. Um as someone who has no clue in understanding about the movie industry, except for consuming consuming its products to some extent. Yeah, I mean, obviously I know about script writing to some extent. Obviously I know about production, but the ins and out of the, what goes into pre-production, post-production and all that stuff, it's beyond me and beyond my understanding. Not my forte, not my field of work. And so it's a learning curve in that sense. But it's a fun game, fun concept. Um, and again, there was a lot of information thrown at me. I guess as I play the game and play more of it, it will um be easier for me to go through it. That's like any game. It's not a criticism, it's just like any game, right? But again, it was a fun playthrough. I think especially from my understanding based on the Steam page, there is a lot of sort of reactivity from the environment in the game, sort of like things happening in the background that might affect you, things that the actors might do that might affect the studio and the movie they're working on. Obviously, we saw some of it with one of the actor being on a radio and saying some things. And obviously some of your staff doing some things, and maybe politics might be involved, bribery might be involved. Um, so I think, and overall, the package is offering is pretty promising. So I am interested to see um, the sort of where it would lead to. Whether I continue to post my gameplays on the channel, I'm not sure yet, but I will certainly play this. Just like I was obsessed with the new tower, I think I'll be obsessed with this one as well. I think as I get more used to it, I might at some point um post do another game like a walkthrough or playthrough where I'm more familiar with what I'm doing, and show you guys like how to start potentially the game yourself. And so yeah, overall pretty fun. The soundtrack is pretty great. I did buy the deluxe version, I guess, that included the music because I always do. Especially when they have such well produced soundtracks. And so again, everything you need to learn more about the game will be in the description box for you to check out yourself. Until then, I will catch you in the next playthrough that I will be posting soon, and see you next time.